Good morning, students. I am Anshu Mishra, welcoming you all to a new session of letter writing today. I hope all of you are already aware what are letters. Letters are the most common ways of written communication since ages. Letter writing is an effective way of expressing your ideas in a particular described format. We all have done letters in our earlier classes. So now without wasting time, let me take you to the certain categories of letters. Letters can be categorized into two types, formal letters and informal letters. Formal letters are the one which are used to communicate in a proper way to the dignitaries, colleagues, seniors, and all the professional places wherever we need to communicate in a proper format. While informal letters are the ones which are generally written to our dear friends, our families, our personal contacts, and like that, which do not particularly follow a pure format of writing a specific language or such. In class 12, we have to do all kinds of formal letters to be prepared for our examination. Formal letters can be further categorized into certain categories, that is business letters or official letters, that includes placing the orders, making enquiries or replying the enquiries, cancelling the orders, registering complaints, invitation, request, letter to the editor, letters of job application as such. Now, you can go through the format of an official letter. The format of an official letter includes sender's address, date, receiver's address, subject of the letter, salutation, body of the letter that should be divided into 3 paragraphs, the complimentary closing that includes thanking you and yours faithfully, yours sincerely, yours truly. Then the last, sender's name and signature. And in case the designation is given and asked, you can also put the designation if required. Now here comes the format of letter to editor. There is a slight change in the letter to editor's format. As you can see, the sender's address, date would be same. Receiver's address would begin with the editor, followed with the newspaper or the magazine's name and the place. Then it comes the subject of the letter, which is again same. Salutation will include sir or madam, not including dear in front of it. Body would go in the same fashion. Complimentary closing will be also same. Sender's name and signature. To help you out, there is a layout of a formal letter given. Kindly go through it. Now here comes the marking scheme. The entire letter is been calculated on the basis of 3 parts, that is format, which has 1 mark, content, that is how do you write the entire body, 3 marks. The next part would be expression, which contains 2 marks, and this would be further divided into 2 categories, that is grammar's accuracy, spellings, etc. It will contain 1 mark. Then the coherence and importance of ideas, that how do you float your content properly, what kind of points do you raise in, it would have 1 mark. The total marks that would contain is 6. The word limit would go from 100 to 150 words. To help you further, there is a sample question given. You are Amar Sheila, a student of TD Public School, Delhi. You are concerned about the water logging in your area during rainy season. Write a letter to the editor of a newspaper highlighting the need to improve the condition of road. Students, you can go through this sample answer of the question, that is letter to editor. I hope it would give you an idea how to go through it and how can you very well prepare your further letters. Definitely, there are certain tips for writing a good formal letter. You can go through them again. It's always been taught in the class that whatever question you're going to attempt, it has to be read at least twice and understood properly, so that you should not commit any mistake while attempting that question. Most of the time, students do write such things which are not even being asked or supposed to be there in the question. So it's very important that you should understand the actual thing which has been asked in the question, so that you can write accordingly. Find out the subject, the main issue that has to be focused. You must plan your letter or any writing part before you attempt it. There should be at least 5 different points to be produced, because it again depends that how many marks that particular question contains. As this question has 6 marks, you should definitely put your valuable points in your content, so that it should be much productive and attractive as such. Maintain the format is absolutely important, because in a letter, if you are not going to maintain your format, your 1 mark would be on stake. And don't ever use the slang or a common language that we generally use in our informal ones. Use short sentences, but they should be clear enough and definitely to the point. Using long sentences may consume more words, and there are chances that you may get distracted further. Remember always that there is a word limit, that is 150. If you are crossing your word limits up to a higher level, then you may get your marks deducted. And of course, paragraph change is mostly important. Imagine the situation, the question is being shown to you. It would be very much important to assume yourself, so that you can have a better content, a better picture, that what can be further included in your parts. Check the letter before you submit it or you move to the next question. Always remember that checking your part before you proceed further will always be a better option, so that you can minimize your mistakes like spellings, your tense errors, etc. Above everything, to become a perfect one in writing letters, it is always suggested that do lot of practice. Practice letters at home and recheck them. Don't just leave